In the digital age, customer experience is a king. While in the past, delivering a poor experience meant at worst getting a negative review or being lambasted on social media. Those things still happen, of course, but increasingly companies are watching their revenue dwindle as more customer centric competitors rise to take their place. Over 60% of CEOs says that delivering better customer experience is among their highest priorities in the next 2 to 3 years. In fact, most organizations realize that using data to better understand consumer needs and preferences is vital to creating consistently great customer experiences. However, the challenge many face is how to pull out of that data that they are collecting to work toward that goal. So in this fireside chat, we have Virupakshappa, Chief Information Officer and Chief General Manager, BEML, to highlight the role of data management and analytics in driving innovations and improving customer experience. Please welcome Virupaksh.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Virupaksh. Okay, Virupaksh, you have an elaborate experience over 31 years in the manufacturing and process industries. Can you please highlight the top 3 things which excite you about this industry?
Yes, in the manufacturing all along 31 years is a great experience providing IT solution and digital solution. What excited me of late is digitalization, that is Industry 4.0 initiatives. This is one. So second thing is analytics. This is second one. Okay. So third one is workflow automation in the business process. Okay, these are the 3 things made me very excited about the setting up digitalization for any manufacturing.
Yeah. So, with the government push on making India to promote manufacturing in India, what are the changes you are seeing in market demand from the segments you operate in?
Yes, with this Make in India push from the government, so a lot of changes are coming to us. So changes like raw material requirement, it is to be indigenization. Okay, our product has to be indigenization at least 75%. Okay, then for that raw material is required. For that, the moment you say raw material for our industry, these are all mechanical things. Okay, whereas for our industry also a lot of electronics parts are required. Okay, electronic spare parts, electronic boards which are enabled for AI, ML and all. Okay, now the challenge, what is the challenge now? Challenge is semiconductors not available. Okay, so this creates an opportunity in India for MSME to own their own semiconductor industry. Okay, this is where government is pushing, and it's good for our economy. It's very good for MSME segments.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how is Industry 4.0 revolutionizing the manufacturing world as we see higher tech adoption with the pandemic?
Yes, Industry 4.0 recently we have completed in our company as well. In an average, if you take during pandemic and post pandemic, so Industry 4.0 initiatives really is taking off. Okay, so it is not just a project. Industry 4.0, I can say it is a journey for any manufacturing. How the journey starts? Journey starts with the sensors, okay, mounted on any of the equipments, okay, manufacturing equipments or process industry on the process, okay, on the shop floor. Okay, so with this sensor, you just get data, you capture the data, okay, by means of IoT technology. In case of manufacturing, it is going to be a industrial IoT, okay, where it captures the data and it pumps the data through the gateway, IoT gateway. Then first it will be stored on the edge computing on the local servers. Then it will be pumped to the, as you know, cloud. Cloud is a final solution. Okay, in the cloud, almost all analytics will be done. Okay, so analytics, in the sense again, it is going to be a kind of big data analytics kind of things. Okay, so analytics tools could be GCP, tools should be maybe Power BI, those kind of things. Okay, so this is one element where the journey starts in a Industry 4.0. So other elements of Industry 4.0 like AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, that is also catching up in the industry. Okay, for a repair and maintenance of equipments. Okay, then it comes to the robotics and cobots. Okay, cobots are code collaboration with a human being on the shop floor. Okay, so then comes to the CPS, so that is cyber physical systems. Okay, so likewise, it is having a lot of things, even things like I can say digital twin. So that is also one of them. It is catching up. Okay, so in the manufacturing industry where design is done, okay, then simulation will be seen across that at the same time. So those kind of things, it is really catching up. And next 2 to 3 years, I'm sure we will have almost in India 60% share will be there. Every manufacturing will have industry 4.0. It is becoming a matured one, okay, within next 2 to 3 years. Whereas industry 5.0 revolution already started in a theoretical way. It already started. Okay, so that also will catch up after 3 to 4 years. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you talked about the cyber technologies also, and when especially for the industry you are in, the sector you are in, is all about defense. So, with a lot of automation technologies you have just mentioned. So, if you can throw some light on the security, posture, that how are you maintaining that good security posture in your organization, and maybe what you think ideally should be done as the best practices.
Yes. Yeah. Security front is one of the most talked subject in any forum or in anywhere. Okay. So how securities are to be built? In my opinion, cyber security to be built when you start designing any system, any software, any hardware. You start enterprise designing. So along with that, you embed the cyber security component. So this is where your foundation becomes very strong. Okay. Now what we are looking at, okay, in the OT technology, that is operating technology. In that one, what we are protecting OT complete LAN networking with the firewalls. Okay, where we are keeping that one as a separate segment. We are not mixing that particular LAN with our business LAN. Okay, so that way we are building multi-layer security, cyber security firewalls. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, in the beginning itself, okay, we need to, whenever we connect any IoT device, sensor device, all those things, so we need to see that these sensor are sensitized, okay, for any of the flaw or for any of the data leakage. Okay, that also we need to take care of before we start the project. Okay, whenever sensor is there. Okay, last one, we need to look at 0-day attacks. So you might have heard. So that 0-day attack also becoming absolute nowadays. Okay, what is required nowadays? It is only zero trust. Okay, don't trust anything. Anybody wants a service, data service, don't trust it. Okay, let it undergo first two-factor authentication, three-factor authentication, like that, so that we will have a complete secure and we will have a 360-degree security in the solution. This is what I mean.
Yeah. So, how crucial is the role of data management and analytics in driving innovations, building a resilient supply chain, and improving customer experience, especially in the manufacturing sector?
Correct. Yeah. So you are asking a complete 360-degree where manufacturing, logistics, where it covers your customer experience. All three are different verticals and different, but they're all supply chain, same supply chain. Yes. In this one, the moment you say data, data is everything nowadays. Okay, everyone needs a data. Okay, starting from operator till the chairman of the company. Okay, so what kind of data they need? Okay, so it needs, whether they need a raw data, they need a polished data, they need what you call massage data. So different data types are there. So from the beginning, when data entry takes place till the top person in the organization, data undergoes various forms. Okay, let us say how we can implement this data as a complete enterprise architecture. So something called technology is already available, something called data lake nowadays. Earlier used to be a big data, blah blah blah, but nowadays we are sticking to the data lake. Okay, the data lake get the data from various sources, could be structured, could be unstructured, or could be even video data, even in the audio data. Okay, everything it is coming under two category: structure and structure. Bring it and massage it. Okay, and normalize it. Okay, at a large. Okay, put that uh, in a stationary system. Okay, called storage. Okay, so once it is on the storage, okay, then you run analytics platform, it becomes analytics, then run your tools, analytic tools. There are so many tools available. Power BI is there, for example, then GCP is there, Google cloud platform is there. Okay, best practices nowadays, instead of building our own technology on premise, go for a SaaS kind of already built platforms are available, like a GCP kind of this. That is one of the example, so that you can look into the cost effectiveness. Okay, whenever you run that data analytics query, so you will pay it. Okay, this is one of the best practice we need to do. Otherwise, we'll end up with investing a lot of capex to build this data lake kind of things. Okay, so data is everywhere, and data is required for every person. And what kind of data, how we can have the correct data. Okay, accurate data. Okay, data has to be correct, data has to be accurate, and a single source of truth, we can say. Data should not be having a different meaning for different people. One data, one truth. So that is how we need to build a data management around the what you call technology available. So this is what I can say. So in case of customer experiences, okay, so have a lot of feedback from the customer experiences. Run a lot of NPS kind of things analysis. Okay, so then you bring the data from a customers to improve their experiences. Okay, so our any solution customer interfaces should be such that it should be very handy with the customer. The customer should not spend too much of time knowing what I'm doing. Okay, so let us say quickly, I want to give him to know what is there in my inventory. I just he needs to just send a one code in the WhatsApp. I will give a WhatsApp interface to him. He will just say what is my inventory of iMac laptop, something like that. Okay, so immediately it will query, it will go to the big data backend, it will query, and it will return the result. Okay, this becomes a wow factor for any customers. So this is what we have to look into at the beginning stage, at the design stage. Okay, customer experience is something different. Okay, so always we need to build, embed customer feedback. So this is what is very much required.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you talked about the crucial elements to build a data management and analytics practice to transform the structured and unstructured data from different sources into a trusted unified view. And what are the best practices you would suggest to utilize data analytics in driving innovations? Like you suggested that, okay, the customer should not get irritated by, we are asking them for the feedback, but then it is taking too long for them to fill up the details. So it should be with the click of a button.
Yes.
Yeah. So anything you would like to share when it comes to your initiatives around technologies like data analytics and the other automations?
Regarding the use cases, multiple projects use cases in respect to the data handling and visualization layer, BI. Okay, one is a ClickSense. We have implemented in our previous company. Now also we are implementing. This is one of the best tool, I can say. Okay, so second thing is we also implemented RPA, robotic process automation. Okay, where the data entry is very intensive. If it is taking thousands of man hours. Okay, so we do not have any other option but to go for software bot based RPA. Okay, we recently implemented this particular project, so it is saving a lot of manpower and all. Okay, so third one is as I mentioned in the first talk, that is around workflow automation. Okay, so we have we have done very good workflow automation. Okay, across the company. Okay, so this is any file you say it is going for approval, so it is going through multi-level approval systems. So this is called a file lifecycle management. Okay, FLM, we call it as FLM. Okay, any approval, any file wants to get a big boss signature or any manager signature, it will undergo that particular workflow automation. Okay, so that also increase our business efficiency or file movement. Okay, especially in government and all, file movement used to happen through the physical file movements. Okay, so that we completely digitalized it. Okay, so a lot of efficiency has been we can say that is. And also in the industry 4.0, as I told you, we made one of the shop floor paperless. Okay, so nobody is using any paper there, so everything is automated, and people are using tablets, people are using PCs on the shop floor. Okay, whereas earlier it was not the case. Okay, so a lot of initiatives underway now. Okay, so next 2 to 3 years, we can say there are many projects, new projects, and same projects, efficiency increase, augmenting the efficiencies.
Yeah. So, you've done a fantastic job. I think incredible job talking about a lot of automation that you have brought. The question is like you must have faced some challenges. Getting all those things done, getting those technologies implemented. So, what were those challenges, and how you met with those challenges? If you would like to share, so that our CXO audience, get to
Yes.
know. Yeah. It's a learning program also.
What we faced is mainly three challenges. Okay, number one is a people. Okay, number two is system integrator whom you are selecting. Number three is OEM itself, the software or hardware itself,
Yeah.
what you are selecting. Okay, every single item out of the item is having a challenge. Okay, let us say talk about OEM. Okay, so that software, any software you take, it will have set of features. Okay, that set of features, you need to see that whether it is what percentage it is meeting your business needs. Okay, whether it is meeting 90%, 50%. Okay, so you always try to minimize the customization. Okay, so that is one of the best one of the tricky in IT selection of the OEM software. Okay, so second thing is selection of your system integrator. Okay, you need to really evaluate them whether they are going to meet your needs, your business needs. Okay, needs in the sense whether timeline they are going to adopt, or they are having a sufficient manpower, technical manpower, management manpower to run your project. Okay, on behalf of you. Okay, third one is people within your organization at a various functional level. Okay, see that people, everybody in every organization, they are tuned to do some work as a robotic. Okay, so now the moment the introduction of a new system, so everybody in the area where it is being introduced will have a impact. Okay, it will have an impact, negative or positive impact. So you need to see that how we are going to handle that change management. Okay, you need to have a good change manager, change management handling champion. Okay, that is very much required. Okay, so this is how, these are the three spaces we need to meticulously brainstorm and select appropriate change manager, select appropriate your system integrator, and select which is meeting most of your features, that particular software. Okay, these are the three areas what I can say.
Yeah, sure. So, when it comes to identifying the OEMs and the system integrators, change management, of course, we can understand like there are a couple of issues when it comes to change management, and it's more about changing their approach.
Routine works,
Yeah,
approaches.
how I mean, it's more about that how if they are able to realize that okay, how technology is actually helping them. I'm sure people are more keen at adopting the technologies. Otherwise, to them it looks like that okay, it is again more like a task. Now we have to learn this and then get into this and start working on this technology.
You need to run a lot of training sessions, refresher sessions. Okay, so these are the things are required the moment you go live any system. Okay, you need to run these things multiple times, and you need to revisit their changing needs. Okay, always user needs are changing. Okay, you need to limit their changing needs the moment you go live. Okay, otherwise it is going to be a never-ending story.
So
Yes.
first changing the mindsets and then understanding.
Yes. Yeah, this is where you need the IT leader or digital transformation leaders nowadays. They need to spend more time with other functional heads. Okay, so that you need to build your own internal trust with each and every heads. Okay, then any project you want to go live, it becomes very easy for digital leader to maneuver it and make a changeover. Okay, otherwise it would be a impossible task if we go with only technical mind. No, not possible. We need to be with the business. Okay, so with the business sense. Okay, so we need to understand business mindset, business people. Okay, so accordingly we need to build a trust with them. Okay, then only all digital projects will be successful.
So don't you think like doctors, the IT leaders basically lack those soft skills? They are very techy guys, but at the same time, like, doctors know that, okay, what is it and what has to be done when it comes to treatment. But
Yeah.
when it comes to, talking to the
Patient.
patients, yeah,
Mhm.
that is slightly difficult, for
Yes.
them. So
Yes.
it's, yeah,
I can analogy I can build. Okay, for your story, patient and doctor. Okay, in IT terminology, I can say you need one mediator. Okay, you need one mediator, like CIO leaders or mediators. Okay, between CIO is having a lot of techie staff inside, maybe database administrator, maybe LAN administrator, cyber security specialist. Okay, these are all the doctors, whereas the patients are my internal business users. Okay, I
yeah.
need to understand both the sides story. Okay, I will translate in a bi-directional way. Okay, this is how I will manage any needs of the projects, any needs of the business. So that is how maybe doctor need to have one middleman.
Yeah, they
uh,
also have counselors.
Champions. Yeah. Mhm.
Absolutely. So, okay, this was all about the change management. Now, when we talk about, identifying the OEMs and the system integrators, so still, after the matrix that you're telling, there are a whole lot of people out there, and it's quite difficult, even though
Yes.
you are matching your requirement and you have so many people out there to give you the solutions. Then, what is the next level? Like, how are you going to filter down or narrow down your search in
Yes.
identifying the right company or a right partner?
Yeah. Uh, this is, what happens. This is going to be a very challenging task for any digital leader.
Yeah.
Yes, why, every year technology is changing. Okay. 5 years back, I might have evaluated one of the product might have best suited for that company, but now I don't think that is suitable for my current company, right? Or I'm in the same company. So 5 years back, I selected that one. It served best past 2 3 years, but it is not serving now. Okay, so these are the things we need to understand: the capability of the OEM products. Okay, features and capability of those products, and how soon it can undergo elasticity or migration kind of things, so self-service kind of things. How is that? We need to understand that software capability. Accordingly, we need to map its capability with my requirement. Okay, what are my requirements? Okay, first is what are my requirement, my business requirement. Okay, is it meeting? Okay, so if it is meeting, if 80%, I think that is the way forward. Then another 20%, whether I can go meet through the customization, or I need to wait their new releases. Every month they come up with a new releases. Okay, so that is one way to select it. Okay, so how we are selecting? Call 2 to 3 after knowing, after studying our particular need. Okay, we need to call 2 to 3 OEMs and see the demo, see the POC, proof of concept. So then you will come to know. Okay, yes, this is the one. Okay, I should get it for my business. We will come to know that. Okay, that is how it is. Okay, whereas selecting any system integrator is the most toughest one. Okay, because when they are giving us a POC, when they are giving us a demo, all things are fine, all are in green. Okay, when my project starts, maybe, oh sir, many people left now. The attrition rate is very high outside. Okay, we are also suffering. Okay, this is one, talk of the town. Okay, so we need to see how people are stick to that company. Okay, your technical people. So you need to see what is the turnover rate in that company. Okay, and you need to see whether they have done the same project recently. Okay, so these are the parameter you need to evaluate in all three spaces.
So that was nice insight on the challenges and the way you have been meeting them. And when it comes to data governance and data analytics, so you're already using some really good technologies.
Yes, we are already using, but we have to extend this to the complete our companies. Okay, we have so many areas, different verticals. Okay, we need to extend it to all the verticals so that it will be a complete and overview will be complete for top management.
Yeah.
There is another one initiative. Whatever our products are there nowadays, they are all without AI ML enabling. Okay, we are in the process of enabling all our products, whatever we are making products for AI ML technologies. Okay, we already started this journey with the help of many people like IISc kind of things. We have a MOI with many service providers and all. Okay, so that way our products are going to be a more valuable to our customers.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for answering that last question, Virupakshappa, and those were great insights, and I'm sure our CXOTV audience will find it interesting too, with a lot of takeaways.
Thank you.
It was a complete pleasure interacting with you. With this, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and to watch more such interesting videos, please log on to www.cxotv.news, and please stay tuned to our social media channels. Stay safe and take care.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.